Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Hope all of you are doing well. Welcome to today's session. Please have your mics off. I'm going to give you some update on the November performance that we had on different cryptocurrencies, as well as how is the next month looking and what are we looking at. Are we going to have a month that is going to be green, or are we going to have a month that is going to end in red like the last 2 months? But yes, I know that October was red, and again, November closed in red as well. But Alhamdulillah, because we kept trading different cryptocurrencies, we are in significant profit. Yes, the win rate dropped, by the way. It was 73% total win rate of BTC and Bitcoin, which I gave you guys for the month of October. But on the month of November, the win rate dropped to 62%, as due to a very bad manipulative month, but we still nailed it. I'm going to show you that in a second. Is it being recorded? Let me check. Yes, it is being recorded. Guys, if you wanted to speak, you can speak later, but for now, let me go through everything. We can talk later in the meeting, inshallah. So this is the November performance result. I can show you the last month's, but I've already shared that. There's no point of sharing that one. So these are all the trades. The ones that are in yellow, the stop losses have hit, or we have closed them in, what is it, in break even. So I have calculated every single one of them and put the total amounts in this gray box that, as you can see, the green ones are the ones that we made profit, and the blue ones are the ones that we rotated and later we made some profit, but made some losses as well. So the one that we had a significant loss, which was a lot, was Litecoin as well as Mina. In these two, we lost a lot, but the rest of it was 2%, 3% losses, something like this. So I calculated all of them. You can go, and if you have time and if you want to do it, you can do the calculation yourself. Everything I wanted to keep it transparent. So the total take profit is 189.56% divided by all the trades. So every trade has different values. For example, you can see BTC 3%, 4.79, 2%, then later it did 5.6, then it went to 10.79, 11.11, depending on your risk appetite and your investment and how your timing worked and if you took profits or no. Depending on that, it may vary. So these are the results that I have calculated through the history of my own exchange and how I have traded, and every single time that I've sent you guys the signals. So you can see the second TP that was hit was 81.5%, which is just the second TP alone. So not counting the TP1. So if you add this on top of that, it will be a lot, but I wanted to keep them separately because I know most of you might have not waited for the second TP. Even I have taken some profit, left some of the positions, something like that. So total trades that we close in profit is 12. Total stop loss ahead is, total profit is 20. Total stop loss ahead is 12. And we have like 10 open positions of the long terms. So the ones you see in white, these are all the ones that closed in, that we haven't closed. Most of them are long-term positions that we kept accumulating during the month of November. So let's go and take a look at the entire market and how is the market doing. Let's open our CoinAnk and CoinGlass as well. I wanted to show you one more thing, which is, I forgot the monthly Bitcoin returns. I think it's in CoinGlass, should be this one. So if you guys remember at the time that everybody was celebrating and they were saying that we're going to have an October and this is going to happen, that is going to happen, didn't I tell you that people are expecting way more than they should be expecting? That's why you can see that we had a bad October followed by a bad November. And so far, December is also in loss. We don't know how it is going to close, but every time November was red, December was also red. So did Bitcoin top at 125,000? Yes, it did. It's not something that we didn't know. But are we in a bear market? Listen, this entire cycle of crypto is changed. It doesn't work like that anymore, that we would have a top, then we would go in bear market. There are other data still confirming that it has changed. First of all, there are so many different cryptocurrencies that are still performing, and they don't even need if Bitcoin goes up and down so much, but they're still performing very well. That's why, and also because of these ETFs and institutionalization of crypto, we're seeing different phases now. Now, from now on, what you can expect is, look, at 125,000, literally everybody in Twitter, on YouTube, you can go and fact check this, that they were saying they were going to have an alt season. That was the first thing. The second thing they were saying, including CZ Binance, which is the founder of Binance, and the founder of Coinbase, I forgot his name, Brian Armstrong, something like that. So, including all these people and Michael Saylor, they were calling for 1 million Bitcoin. And they were pushing the narrative right at the top. Okay. Now, at that point, a lot of people came and bought, even the institutions. But what happened right after 2 days, the market crashed. Okay. Now that the market is already in depth, can it go even further down? Yes, it can go to $69,000, which I'm going to show you, which is my favorite place of buying. I have a lot of reasons why 69,000 is. First of all, is the top of the previous cycle. Okay, one thing. Second thing is that a lot of countries and a lot of institutions that they didn't have the chance to buy Bitcoin at the top, they're going to come and accumulate. Now, it's not the time to give up. And the money that you're going to make that is going to be significantly higher is going to be in the bear market. Everybody makes the mistake. They come at the time that the market is already up. What are you going to expect? More upside? How far can it go when you reach a ceiling and the market, there's no room for it to go higher, right? There isn't enough liquidity in the market. In other words, there isn't enough money to push the prices higher. So what will happen if the price keeps declining, everybody keeps selling? By everybody, I mean the institutions, but the retail fall for that narrative. So you can see that all these 3 months were red, but what we did was closed, alhamdulillah, and both of them in green. Which is a good thing. Yes, some of our long-term investments are still in loss, but that doesn't change the fact that we took so much profit out of the market. And once we close those positions, it will be confirmed that if we actually made profit and loss. Is that fair? Let's check the liquidation map. Yesterday, the day before yesterday, and the day before that, I kept mentioning to you guys that I see a lot of liquidations being triggered around $86,000, $85,000, $84,000 Bitcoin, and you can see they're all being wiped. One chart, and this is the second chart, and there are still some left, which Bitcoin is going to catch them as well. And we cannot see a lot of liquidity building toward the upside. and a lot of people are not shorting at this point. So we're still having room for crypto to go down because a lot of people are thinking that the price is going to go up and they keep longing. But isn't it so beautiful that I gave you guys 4 different scenarios? 3 of them were indicating that we're still going to go down. Oh, okay, 2 of them. But 2 of them, which one is identical to this one, we're saying that if we break 92,000 level and close, then if we retest, then we're going to go up. Otherwise, it's not going to go. So this is invalidated. And by invalidation, I don't mean that our analysis was incorrect. We sold here. When I give you guys the buy signal here, let me correct that as well. I'll show you Solana too. So you can see that even if I give you one more scenario, just in case that if the price wants to push to $86,000, we're still bearish, it can make this scenario. So this also happened. What is next? Are we going to fall below this current zone or no? It's fantastic, no? Let's check the other chart that I previously shown you guys multiple times, which I even tweeted on Twitter. I said, just in case later this happens, then I can come and say that I told you guys that this will happen. So it's actually very funny that it did happen. Because I was expecting it. It was very obvious. Now it keeps breaking every different trend lines that we have. No bullish market at this point. And yeah, this is a bear market scenario, but it's still a short term. Because now what we're going to see is a lot of altcoins bleeding significantly because of this fall. Do we still have a chance to bounce from here? Yes, we do, but this time I'll be still looking for a confirmation to buy at this level if Bitcoin is going to give us another chance to $93,000. Otherwise, now the ceiling you can see that first there was 116,000, then we came to 105 to 107,000 ish. Then when it broke $94,000 level, this was the actual retest. Now the ceiling is here. If we flip 94,000, Bitcoin will turn bullish, otherwise it won't. You can see the ceiling keeps coming down, and okay, before we actually go and talk more about Bitcoin, we need to do the method that we always do, starting with US dollar. So US dollar against all the other currencies is still weak, but Bitcoin is not performing, right? It's because Bitcoin has a lot of selling pressure in it, that even though we are seeing a weak dollar, it is still losing, and it's obvious. Now, it's still on a support level that it just arrived. It can still bounce and Bitcoin can still bleed. Okay? So unless we go below it and make either two of these a structure, I can still say that US dollar can get stronger. Take a look at this one. I just talked about this yesterday, that we will make a double top. I've been talking like for the last couple of days, 3, 4 days, that we are in a level of demand and it should make a double top. Now we are reaching that level. And one way it's looking like the market is buy, but this is so strong that I would want to wait 1 or 2 more days right after all this nonsense different news that are going to come. When that is finished, then I'm gonna come and trade. So you're not gonna receive any trades till then. Okay. And yeah, Bitcoin dominance is falling, so everything else. And that is unfortunate. But we will need to find a bottom if we're going to buy altcoins, and if this is going to continue and we see a bottom for Bitcoin, then Ethereum should be at least performing well, right? It's Maghrib time. Take a look at all of these. All are saying the same thing, including others. Everything is losing at this point, even Ethereum. In order for Ethereum to stop, it might, who knows, 2,400 or actually back to 2,000. It's quite possible, even 1,800 is quite possible. Imagine not selling at these levels. You see, this is how it's looking like. I can't say anything. I told you I want a breakout above 3,300 to confirm that we're actually going to the next level, but it didn't happen. This was the scenario to actually break, then we will accumulate. Didn't happen. That's why we sold. I should put the tick marks for you that I did tell you to sell. Can't be more clear than this, especially ETH BTC. I said there's no breakout. We will see alts bleed. Take a look at this beauty. Solana, again, repeatedly, I told you to take profit, sell. If we break this level, which is 147 to 150, then we can accumulate later because we're just trading. What's the point of holding? But long term, that's a different thing that you keep accumulating from time to time, but for trading purposes, it was sell. Who knows when are we going to flip? And it's dropping so hard. It's dropping so hard. Same thing for Solana BTC. Rejection against BTC, rejection against ETH. Wow. Guys, I remind you again that I did give you guys this trade and I said the stop loss is here. Zcash, but you would need to wait for the daily candle close above this. Otherwise, you're not gonna buy. Look at how the daily candle closed. Look at this candle. It was certainly not buy. And or the other case was if we actually flipped this, didn't happen, didn't do double bottom, nothing happened. It keeps losing. The Zcash that everybody was trying to buy at the top, look at what's happening. Every single coin comes back down. You don't need to rush and buy every single thing that you see on the internet blowing up. Even the people that they weren't supposed to come and talk, like Andrew Tate, ZK proof, zero knowledge proof, using the narrative to promote himself and his course, he started talking about privacy coins. Suddenly, out of nowhere, that guy has now become a crypto guru or trader. Look at what's happening. Yes, I understand. We took 48%. It's in the performance list as well. And I did take a position which I'm still holding for the long term to just forget about it. It was at 100, look, 592. But I traded all the way up until here. And even before that, I traded Zcash from here to 132. So I am a trader from 45 to 132. I keep making money. But every time the price comes down, there is no magic formula to say when to actually exit. Nobody knows. But these influencers, man, you're not going to learn from the influencers. Trust me. Everybody gives their opinion, but they don't teach you the skills to be actually be able to do it yourself. What we do is we buy the cheap prices, we sell once it is in a level that is in supply. That's it. And if you like the content, always press the like button so it reaches all the other Muslims so they can benefit from our analysis and the way we teach. And if you want to join the course, we have a free course that you can join and study, as well as our community is initially free. But if you want more things, more in-depth education and mentorship and live trading and access to my portfolio, then that is less than $1 a day. So you can, so I can uplift you, so I can teach you further exact same things that I do. But that's entirely up to you. If you don't want to take it, don't take it. Gold. When I was talking about this, what I told you guys was it's a bearish flag. Usually it breaks higher, not lower. And this chart is gold against BTC, so it's very strong. And I did tell you guys that gold itself is a strong and it will break out unless we go below this, unless it closes below this price on daily. So you can see that the breakout's still happening, very strong chart. And there was, when I made the circle for you, I was showing you that there's still a breakout. If it retests, it can only come and retest 4,100. That is quite unfortunate, but that is also an opportunity. If you think, if you buy the lowest prices, you can always sell the highest prices and make profit. And from that profit, you can keep building new portfolio for yourself. Now, it's very strange that Bitcoin is falling. At the same time, Bitcoin dominance is falling. So it's not like before. You can see we're still not in some altcoin season or so. But let's see if Ethereum is going to hold this level. I can tell you guys to come and buy, but I need to be sure. If you're still trying to, for example, buy Ethereum, what is your stop loss? Count it first. See the upside. Stop loss 2%. TP 6%, 8%. If it goes and breaks this left hand side, which we just sold, then 12% and higher. That's how you get in a trade. Because we had the dump, still hasn't broken this level. If you want to take it, take it. But this is not a financial advice. And Solana is back in the entry that we had, right at 127. So if you want to get on Solana, you can get a trade, but same thing applies. Your stop loss is maximum 2%. Your TP is 7%, 10%, up to 14, 20%. And the reason why I'm telling you to take it is because we did go up from this support. And I did explain to you guys as well that look, USDT is going to make a double top. If I see a good rejection on 4 hour here, I'll also get in because it is already overbought enough and the weekly closed below this, and this was the retest of weekly. So from a high time perspective, it's still good. Can it push a little bit higher? Yes, it can. That's why I'm still waiting. to see a little bit of more manipulation. Then if the price holds and everything's looking good, then we can get in and make profits again. So guys, Q&A time. Let's go to your questions. You can write me in the chat, or Alban is saying 77 to 78K incoming for Bitcoin. Yeah, bro, quite possible. Quite possible, bro. You are right. Who is here? Alban is here. Mansoor is here. And Michael is here. Alban, if you want to take over for the analysis, since we are recording, you can do that by sharing your screen and start speaking. Maybe give a little bit of overview so I can pray Maghrib, then I will join you. I'm still here. Guys, if you have questions, let me know your questions so before leaving I can answer your questions. WorldCoin low on battery. Okay, what time is it? It's 6 here, it's 4 Istanbul time. What time are we going to have? Okay, we're going to have another analysis with Alban later then, according to Delhi time after 1.5 hours. So if you guys want to join that as well, you can join to see his perspective as well in the market. He's asking me to check WorldCoin. Let's go to the WorldCoin. Should have it in this. No, let's add it. It's like, ooh, it's in our buy zone, bro. It is in our buy zone. But I would like to wait for the daily candle close. If it closes just a little bit higher, I would enter a little bit higher, but with confirmation. Because today is very important, or a little bit lower, to take all these people that have their stop losses at these places. So once everybody is liquidated from WorldCoin, we can take it. All the future traders and gamblers. If you take it offensive, take it as offensive because it is gambling. A stop loss and TP for WorldCoin. Bro, I told you I would want to wait for this. If it goes lower or if it closes a little bit higher, I still think it might just sweep this low. If you want to enter according to 4-hour time frame, you have two options. Either wait for the candle close above 585, okay? Like you can see that there is a clear level. Something like this would be nice to see. Or if you want to enter right now, or you should have already entered, if you have, you might have, I think, then your stop loss is right here because it will trigger everybody and it will push hard if it goes below. That is it. After praying Maghrib, I'll see you guys again. I'll see you, Aban. We can continue from there. Then I'll check if there's any signal I'll give you guys, otherwise I won't. Take care. Alhamdulillah for everything. Alhamdulillah, because everything that we do is blessed by Allah, because we try to be as Sharia compliant as possible. We take everything, every coin that we analyze from our partner ShareLife, because they are the experts in the Sharia field and the fiqh, and they give us with the fatwa solutions on different coins. Then we apply 4 layers of technical analysis, sentiment analysis, on-chain, and on-chain technical sentiment. What was the other one? Fundamental analysis. Then we buy these coins and keep it. So if you like the way that we do our analysis and we make money, halal in a halal way, then join us, join our community, join the free course, or join the premium course. It's entirely up to you. Thank you so much, guys, for all this time and your effort and being in this today's analysis. I'll see you guys inshallah later. Trade halal, my friends.